Hi, and welcome back to Today in DeFi. So in this video, it's going to be a little bit special because we're going to talk about the trending crypto and DeFi narratives in this week. So in this week, it's a little bit interesting because it's a more stablecoin focus and stablecoin trends that has been happening in this week is quite interesting. For example, here we have River. So River is a stablecoin protocol. It's multi-CDP, meaning that it's on multi-chain, and it's backed by YZI Labs. So what's happening on River is that the public sale for their River points is already live and it's already sold out in only 2.5 hours. So total of 2,908 BNB subscribed, it's 3.2 million. So that's around 50 million River points there. And right now, so people are very bullish on YZI-backed protocols, like River is one of it. And I think it's really relevant for us, especially for us like DeFi farmers that are more conservative, and we are searching for real APRs on top of airdrop rewards. And in this case, it's quite interesting because their main product is called satUSD. So satUSD here, and there's a yield-bearing version of satUSD. It's called satUSD Plus. It's yielding around, you can see here the 7 days underlying APY because it's not yet live yet. The APY is not yet live on their protocol, but people have been speculating on the River points and what's been driving up the yield here on Pendle. So people are opting to actually farm for more River points. So it's still actionable if you're still very optimistic about these River points that are actually quite interesting. You can actually opt into these YTs and earn points while you trade yield. But again, YT trading is a little bit risky and it's more volatile rather than PT trades, because you have to remember, if you are buying YT, then you're buying the part of the token that is actually accruing yield. So what's make it more volatile than PT trading? So yeah, that's for River here. Points trading here, YT, Pendle getting really trendy. And another interesting thing is for GAIB alpha, is called USDC here. It depegged a lot since the market on Pendle actually matured a while ago, and it actually depegs until like 0.93. It's like 7%. And if you actually got into this like 0.95, you can actually place limit orders on call swap to actually arbitrage the strategy. Then actionable stuff here is actually on the Pendle markets that will be live soon enough, because on some announcement on their X saying there will definitely be new markets on Pendle later on regarding this. I think it's quite interesting because if you actually buy the PT on this price, you can actually gain capital gain and also the PT yield on top. The estimated APY for this vault is not live yet, but it's 15% right now. And right now, you can't actually deposit into their vaults again because the TVL cap is already reached. But it's actually an interesting project as well because they're really similar to what USD.AI, which is backed by, again, YZI Labs, is also doing. I think we mentioned this in our previous videos. And if you haven't watched our previous videos, do check our videos, or our weekly videos on our airdrops, on protocol reviews. That's where we show alpha on some projects that haven't been highlighted by most people. So that's for AIDA USDC. And another interesting thing here is for on Solana. So the stablecoin narrative on Solana has been growing really fast, and Solstice.fi is one of the protocols that have been gaining our attention lately. And we actually put on a video explaining what Solstice.fi is. So it's short, simply said, it's like Solana's Ethena, right? So they're earning yield by doing delta neutral basis trades that earn yield like 5% APR here. Right now on Kamino, yeah, so the stablecoin is called USX, and Kamino here is launching a USX growth initiative. On phase 1, they will see like 50,000 monthly USX that will be distributed to these depositors. The more early you are, the more incentives that you will get. Unfortunately, while shooting this video, we're only 1 day late. But if you want to be updated on these kind of news, you should be subscribing to our free newsletter to be updated on the latest news on point farm focus trades. All right, so you can go to news.todayindefi.com. The link is down below. It's completely free. You can read and do actionables, and most of the news there is catalyst and actionable stuff that you can do daily. All right, and that's what we're doing. So we search for the news, we search for narratives, and we act based on them. All right, so on Kamino here, the USX multiplier here for 9% APY, and you can also farm the flare points that they're also doing here. So there's a rewards program on top of a good APY. So I don't see a reason not to participate on like even like locking like 5% yield on EUSX here, and on top of like points. I don't see why you don't want to participate on this. All right, so this is quite interesting to see, and it is very interesting to actually farm. And reminder, everything, disclaimer, everything said here is not a financial advice. Please do your own research. Everything here said is for internal and educational purposes only. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.